So how are you today? It's Wednesday, the 14th of October. Can't believe halfway through the month already. Well, I'm with you here throughout the afternoon here on BBC Radio Wales, and it's estimated that we spend 6 years of our life dreaming. But have you ever wondered what your dreams mean? Well, psychologist Wallace is here today to decipher your dreams, and you can get in touch right now by giving us a ring on 03 700 100 110. He's here just after 2 today. Also here, star of Mock the Week and The Apprentice, You're Fired, although he's just left that series. Dara O'Brien is back on tour, and he's going to be telling me why he's looking forward to coming back to Wales.
Hi, I'm here for BBC Radio Wales. My name's Ian Wallace. I'm in car parking space number 8.
Yes, sir. Do you know where you're going?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll get you the next barrier after I've opened this one. Have a good day, sir.
You too now. Thanks very much for your help.
Hiding in a telephone box.
Beryl, this is a fantastic dream, so thanks very much for sharing it with us.
Yeah, thank you.
So although it sounds really scary, Beryl, it's not, it's just really, really powerful. And as you know, the way that we work with dreams is not to do the woo stuff, but just to work with the imagery and symbols in them. So the first thing, anything to do with water, Beryl, is about your emotions and feelings. So we have all these idioms like pouring my heart out, floods of tears, I'm at a low ebb and so on. So this is something about you using your emotions and your instincts and your intuition in waking life, Beryl.
Oh, right.
And that's what all the rain is. And there's something that you're trying to communicate, Beryl. So that's why you go to the telephone box. There's some message that you have to give to someone else or yourself. And it's not a trivial message. It's how you express yourself and how you articulate those deeper feelings.
Right.
And then that's reflected in the blood that's flowing past. So we were talking a few minutes ago with Eleri about colours. And red's all about excitement and passion and drive and getting things done. And that's what the blood represents. And the skeletons are just things from the past that you don't need to hang on to anymore, Beryl. The things that are done that you can just leave alone. So what this dream suggests, you creating it, Beryl, is that you've got some talent or some ability that you feel that you can't share with other people, that other people are always trying to tell you to just let go of and not bother with it. And it's probably because you spend a lot of your time looking after the needs of other people rather than looking after your own needs. And the reason that you take shelter in the telephone box is because you actually want to speak up and declare some of your own needs and use some of your own talent and just show how good you are rather than always having to support other people.
Gosh.
Beryl, does that make sense to you?
Well, actually, yes, it does. Because I do a lot for other people. I know I got ailments myself, but I just can't help it. That's always been in me, you know. I help people and I always seem to solve their problems more so than I do on my own. But, oh, sorry, my phone is going
Who's
again.
on the phone? You've got to tell them to either wait until you're off air.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to knock my phone right off.
Ian, can I ask you, once you analyse someone's dream or your dream has been analysed, is there a chance that that dream will not recur, that that person won't have that dream again?
Yeah, so that's very good, Eleri. That's exactly what happens. By talking about the dream and working with it in waking life and putting it into action, then you resolve the tension that has caused you to create that dream in the first place, and then you move on from it. So what will happen, Beryl, if you actually decide to look after your own needs a bit more, then this dream will start to fade away. And what you may find, Beryl, is that the dream will start to change, the content will evolve. So maybe instead of it being raining, it might be a bit sunnier. Instead of blood and skeletons, you might have clean, fresh flowing water in the sea. and so on. You might not be in a phone box, you might be using your phone, unless you're on the radio, Beryl, in which case you'd have it switched off. So the dream will evolve, Beryl, and by connecting with it and deciding to spend a little bit more time on yourself rather than other people, then you'll move on from the dream, Beryl.
Beryl, that sounds brilliant, doesn't
Wow.
it? Hope you won't get it anymore.
A lot of that is very, very true, actually. And, I can't believe that someone has actually answered to these dreams that I've had.
Well, Beryl, I'm hoping that you won't have that dream again and there's going to be sunny blue skies forevermore. Beryl from Treorchy, thank you so much for phoning us. Thank you, Ian, for that. Beryl sounds a much happier person now. You can get in touch with us, of course, 03700 100 110 if you'd like Ian Wallace to analyse a certain dream that you having or a recurring dream, or text us 81012. More from Ian after this one by Meghan Trainor and John Legend.
I found myself dreaming
this afternoon, and he's doing a fantastic job as well. And let's head to Carmarthen now, because Scott is on the line. Good afternoon to you, Scott.
Hello, Ellen. How do you do?
How are you?
Very fine.
What's your recurring dream, Scott?
Right then, so my dream is that I get into a car and I'm driving along, and then I come to a bend in the road, and as I turn the wheel doesn't really respond, the car doesn't respond to me, and I start to power slide across the road and then across the verge, and eventually I'm going through the woods, power sliding the whole time, looking left out the window, and I'm just narrowly avoiding all these trees, and I'm really scared that I'm going to crash into them. And then I start going up and down over hills as well. And I've also had this sort of dream in another sense as well. I had a dream where I was in an aeroplane. We were just going to take off. The exact same sort of thing happens. The airplane started to turn left and power slide. I was a passenger and I couldn't do anything about it. And I just really wanted to know what Ian thought of that, to be honest.
Oh my gosh, Ian. Is Scott losing control?
No, Scott, this is a great dream. It's actually the 8th most common dream, Scott. So when you dream that you're driving your car, Scott, it's all about your drive and ambition in waking life. It's a route that you're following in waking life, Scott. It might be to do with your profession, with your career. And when you feel yourself losing control in the dream, it usually signifies that you're trying to maybe over-control something in your waking life, that you may be trying to micromanage something or ensure something will happen, rather than trusting your own abilities and making that happen. And as you know, as a driver, Scott, if you do start to skid and lose control, the best thing to do is to steer into the skid, whatever has caused you to slide, and just to relax your grip slightly, not try to slow things down, don't stamp on the brake, but just maybe speed things up a bit with the accelerator and just steer it through there. So there's something happening in your waking life, Scott, where you just need to relax a little bit. And then as you do that, you can see where you do have control. So you've got control over the accelerator, how fast you can do that. You're looking outside the left window, Scott, so it's probably something to do with your instincts and intuition that you need to use, rather than always being really, really analytical and shy about doing things. Just trust your instincts, trust your gut feeling, and don't be afraid to ask for help from other people, because they might be able to guide you back onto the path again. And usually the more you try and control things and make things certain, Scott, the more out of control you'll feel. So sometimes you just have to go with the flow and use your power and ambition and just keep heading in the right direction.
Sound good, Scott?
Yeah, sounds like good advice.
Yes.
Yeah, and the aeroplane, Scott, so it's a similar dream when you're trying to get off the ground, and just that whole feeling of sliding. What an aeroplane tends to represent are your plans and ideas in waking life, some bigger projects, you're trying to get them off the ground and then land them successfully, and all the imagery around air travel. So there's probably a bigger project that you're working with when you create the aeroplane dream. But in general, you just need to trust yourself more and trust your intuition.
Is Ian talking about you here, Scott? Can you see it all in your
Well,
mind?
I'm desperately trying to get out of the job I'm in and start a proper career.
Okay.
Right. So in that, Scott, is just to use your drive and ambition and to trust yourself. And you always have far more talent than you think you do, Scott, and almost far more power. And you sound like someone who's really measured and together and who's going to make things happen. So just keep exploring those possibilities, Scott, and then don't be afraid to let go a bit and just trust your intuition in what to do.
Good luck, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's brilliant advice. Thank you so much. Ian Wallace, what can we say? Thank you so much. I feel we need a round of applause. You've been a counsellor this afternoon as well, and everything all in one little ball. Thank you so much for your time today. Ian Wallace, come back and see us soon.
My pleasure as always, Eleri, and I'll be delighted to work with my dream apprentice once more.
Oh, don't shucks. Thank you very much to Ian. Okay then. Oh, good luck to Scotland as well, by the way, in the World Cup. All right.
Yes, we might need it actually.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, you might. Okay then, let's talk rugby now.
So I should have said, so you can just go straight through.
I'm just handing, do I need to hand in my badge?
Yeah, I'll take it in for you. That'll save you. Okay, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, enjoy your
And
afternoon. You're
Get to
climbing.
that light bulb moment as well.
Yes, I'm watching.
Okay, bye.
Also on the programme,